There's been such a negative connotation against the female energy and the female population with the all the feminism, all the man haters, and then just women who like fall into detriment from choices that they made themselves. Like this is the difference. Like these were the choices that like you made yourself, you know? Like you consciously chose to hate men, you consciously chose to, I don't know, scissor each other in a forest somewhere. There's no God in fraternity. You'll get super gay. It's where we get Freemason gay dudes. And there's no God in the sorority of a bunch of women scissoring each other in the forest, dude. So the real girl power is what's going to save the world. It's like, have you listened to no music? Do you not listen to any lyrics? This world is a feminine planet. It's a female. There's a female energy on this planet that is the mother. The mother is the most important relationship to you. Even to your narcissistic dark mother's mother, that was the most important relationship to her. And if it's dark and it's dark and it's dark, generation after generation after generation, break the frickin' curse, dude. Every male inspiration comes from a female component. It either comes from a negative sense or a positive sense. This is why it pays to stay optimistic and grateful and excited and looking forward to the future as a female. Your minds are the inspiration that fuels male material like consequence. Males will fall into a consequence from their sexual immorality in the negative sense, or they'll fall into a positive consequence of love and abundance in the positive sense. It all starts with a female component. Women are not a victim of this world. I don't want to hear it from anybody because it's not true. Women are not a victim of the world. So, all that negativity aside, the female component is the driving force for all creation. It's like, oh, God is a man. Yeah, but God serves the female. Look at all of these countries who fall into detriment because they treat women like crap, right? Because they bang goats and donkeys and they form fraternities and they are warmongering gay dudes. Their countries go to crap. The best countries respect the mother. Mother Russia in World War One. It got a bit dicey since then. Now you got Mother America. Mother America. Be inspired. Men have a type of dualism that women do not have. Men will do the worst things ever before they do the best things ever. Look at all of the disciples and all the people that Jesus used in the Bible. These were men who were the worst people ever, who ended up being some of the best people ever. Men have a type of dualism that women do not have. Now, it's up for women to be the inspiration and for men to follow an inspiration that is actually good, that is actually abundant, that's actually happy, sustaining herself on her own accord. You know, there's a big problem with women looking to their husbands to sustain them. And it's like the relationship suffers because the prime influence has to come from God first. The man, God first. All these men of God, oh, I'm a man of God. And you're like, no, you're not, because you're an Islam retard. You're an Islam idiot. Or you're a Christian idiot. Or you're like a patriarchal idiot. No, you're not listening to us. And we're not going to sit around and be like, oh, well, I'm into detriment because the man's not listening to. I'm not going to do that, dude. No way. I'll step away and let you figure it out and let God handle it, because women take authority from God to protect them in this. Men aren't doing it and we're not mad about it. The reason why they're not doing it is because of the dualism of men, dude. It's for women just disregard and influence men to be better because they go to God first. Because we live a heavenly life without them doesn't mean we don't need them. I'm a drinking ass bitch. And when I'm not drinking, it's because I'm grounded by a male's energy. So I've never, in my long journey of this process, I'm like, oh, I see the common denominator. I see the difference. Does it make me a man hater? No, it doesn't. It's just information for go. And the way the world should go is not men pulling their energy between two opposing forces of a good woman and a negative woman, right? The whore of Babylon and Eve, the Lilith and the Eve. Get the frick out of here, dude. Come away from her, my people. And I'm not going to sit here and be a victim because if she can take you out, I hope she takes you out. Because if you're that weak, we don't want you. We don't want you. So it provides a perfect opportunity for people to finally be influenced by a woman who is excited about the future and about life, and they're happy and they're smiling and they're healthy, regardless of what you think healthy looks like. They're healthy and happy. I'm going to live my life. I'm going to be happy because I've got something you don't have. And I feel like that's where a lot of like women haters come from is men who have the curse of Cain. Cain was cursed in the Bible. Cain did some whack shit and he became cursed in the Bible. Adam did some whack shit and he became cursed. The woman is not cursed. They'll tell you the woman is cursed. She's not cursed. She was never cursed because it went from God to Adam to look after Eve. And if he didn't, and if he was distracted by Lilith and the whore of Babylon, and the serpent provided her with an apple of wisdom of knowledge, what do you think Eve would have done? Taken the apple of the wisdom of knowledge to finally figure it out and get away from Adam so long as he could finally figure out that he, in fact, wasn't actually being the spouse. I only know this from my observation of worldly relationships now. I'm not saying this from like a biblical scholar. I'm not a biblical scholar. But if you look at the relationships between men and women in the world, it's like draw your inspiration from something good. Don't draw it from something draining, from something perverted, from something so against God. We're in the material world. Lucifer fell, giving us the material world. So is the woman at the detriment? Nope, she's not. She never was because of Lucifer falling to the world. It was for the woman to re inspire the man under God to follow something better because they got cut off from God under the curse of Adam and of Cain. It wasn't us. So keep smiling and don't fall for the negative agendas of women. You should be excited about like what we're doing. Like if you're not excited about it, then maybe you're gay and maybe you're evil and or maybe you don't realize that there's such a negative influence over men in the world when there's such a positive influence over here. And if you would drop your pride for 5 seconds, you would see that we're actually happy, healthy, and doing great and doing good. And why? Because we have only ever had God to protect us under your empire. Create a new empire. Think I made my point. Have a good night. Check you later.